Hello all, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today we are going to see the get metadata activity in Azure Data Factory. Right, so basically get metadata activity in ADF, it will give the metadata about the file and folder. Right, so these are the items, like it will give the exits, size of the file, last modified for both file and folder, child items in the folder, structure of the file, and column count in the file. Right, so these are the information will get metadata will give. Right, so let's see the practically to. So already, like, I created the get metadata folder from this folder. If you don't know how to create the folder, so you can click on this one and create the folder. Under this folder I created the pipeline, right? And this pipeline, if you don't know how to give the name, so when I click on this pipeline and when I go here, you can give the name, right? So let's, what I can do, just search here in the activity get metadata. So under general section we have get metadata, right? So when you want to, when under this get metadata, we have, these are the general setting and user properties option, right? So general is like give the name, discretion, then these are the like general options we have. If I go to the settings, so here first thing we need to give the data set. Data set means either it will be the files, like either it will be the file or folder, right? So let's create a get data set. So in our case, firstly we will see the file, like how, like what information it will give about the file. Just select Azure Blob Storage because our file is in Azure Blob Storage, so our file is CSV. Then here you can give the get metadata dataset. And link service already I created. If you don't know link service, you can go through the any videos, and here you can give the path. So our main container name is container. Under this container we have the one input folder, and we have the file employee CSV. So now, like, I given the main container name, folder name, or file name. So this is the path, like we can give. Now we want a schema from our file only, so that's why we selected this option and click OK. And get, like, every activity in Azure Data Factory return output in JSON file, right? And here important thing, like what information we want from this file. So we have different option, either we want column count, right? So it will give how many column we have in our data set. Then we have the exists, like particular file exists or not, right? Then we have the item name, what is the file name, then what is the type, like CSV type or like what this one, then last modified, then it will give the size and structure, right? Firstly, if I select the column count, and if I run quickly, then we will get the information. Currently it is in queue, so I just refresh, then it will give the, it wait for some 2 seconds, then it will give the information in JSON format. So you have to keep in mind every activity in Azure Data Factory return in JSON format, right? So if I refresh once again, now it succeeded. If I go here, now if I, this is the input and this is the output. When I click this one, if we got the column count, we have the three, and remaining information like what is integration, runtime, execution duration, duration queue, billing, refresh, and all the thing it will give. So we have the total column 3, right? So again, if I go till now, what I can do, I can go to the our resource, like resource group, and I just want to show you the actual data so quickly. And till this loading, if I go here, so let's see now what we have done. We created a data set that point to the file. If I create one more data set, get, if I add one more data activity, that point to the folder. So I just create one more data set. Let's see again, like our file type is Azure Blob Storage, this is main container, then continue, then CSV, and our files of get metadata folder. I can make as a get metadata folder dataset. And link service you already created. If you don't know link service, you can go through any videos. here I just go here. This is the main container, root container. Then we are the input folder. So here we are not giving the file because we want metadata about the folder, and here we are not given the file, so that's why I just select none because we folder we don't any schema, right? So now if I click on this one, now if you see the field list previously for the file there are some more extra field it showing, but for the folder it will show the child items, that is new one, exist, item name, item type. It not show the size and structure, right? So child items is the, it will show for only folder, and size and structure is for the file. That thing you have to remember. Now if I select, like if I select the child items, so whatever the files inside that folder it will give. Now what I can do, I can just run the both the pipeline, and let's see the result. So both the get metadata activity will return the output in JSON file. Now if you see, we are the get data meta one, this is the one and this is the two. Two is the folder. It will point to the folder, so it will give the information about the folder. So what we have selected, so we have selected the child items. So now if I go to the back one, and let's go to the resource group. So wait for some time. So you got it right. So now suppose if you want another information, so we can select multiple items also. So here if I select the item name, I can add one more item, that is item type. So let's see, I can add one more item, and like maybe last modified. So here also I can add more item, column count, then content md. Let's see, add one more item. So it will give all the information whatever you want exist, like particular file is exist or not. If I add one more item, then if I go to the item name, right? Now if I try to run the code once again, try to run the pipeline that have the two get metadata activity. So wait for some time. Till now we can go to the our resource group. So if you don't know the resource group, you can go to the any video and then you'll get the idea how to create the resource group. Basically resource group is the connection of all the resource, like. So now this is our storage container name, Azure Blob data lake storage. So if I go this container, we have main container, and if I go to this main container, so let's see, we are able to run the code, so it is succeeded. Now if I go to the output, if you see, content md is this one, exist is true, item name is this one, column count is 3, right? So these are the information it will give. Now if I go to the folder information, and if I go to the output and get metadata 2, so if you see, folder name is input, item type is folder, child items is this one. And if I quickly go there, so our main folder is container, and if you see, this is our main folder. Under this folder we have this file employee csv, it will give all the files, right? And when I click on this employee csv, and if I open this file, then we have the total column count 3 we got, right? When I run this one, and if you see, we have the total column count 1 2 3. So it will give the all the information. If I go once again, so we have the under this input folder we have employee csv. We also have other one folder, that is multiple files. We also get the sales xls. If I go once again, and if I just close this one, if I go to the content input folder, if you see, we have the multiple files, employee csv, sales. And if I go once again, sales. So basically, when you anyone asks like what exactly get metadata, so it will give the metadata about the file and folder. In the file it will give the size and structure, that is extra column, but in folder it will give the child items. So that's all about the today's video. If you have any question, any doubt, please write down in comment, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you.